Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear us? Can you see us? Let me just check this volume.
Yes, we see.
Can you hear you, Yanisa?
All right, gents. I've got Scrum Coach of Emirates Lions, Julian Redelinghuys, and Weithman from Cajon. Guys, we've got 10 minutes for this session, so I don't see any hands. So whoever's ready to go, let's go.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hello, Morgan.
Hi, how's it going?
Very good yourself.
I'm all right, thank you. Coach, I just got a couple of questions for you. The first one is on the frustration of not playing against Glasgow this past weekend because of the supposed stomach bug. How you guys feel about that?
You said it, not us, eh? No, I think the frustrating part is, we had a great week and we wanted to bounce back after the Ulster result, but you can only control what you can control, Morgan. So if you can't play, then you must play it, and you must enjoy the weekend, and then you focus on the next job, which is obviously the Stormers this weekend. So we're still waiting to hear what's going to happen as a result of them pulling out of the game. But we're just going to control what we can control and focus on this weekend at hand.
And then I guess you guys have to reset this week now for the Stormers. What are you expecting from that Stormers side? I mean, they've obviously got a handful of guys that's down at the Bok, in Stellenbosch at the Bok camp. Are you expecting that you're going to play against those chaps, or are you expecting, I don't want to call it a B team per se, but are you expecting maybe the more fringe players to be involved this weekend, and what are you expecting from the Stormers overall?
Morgan, to be honest, I was hoping you guys will give us some answers around that, because we don't have any clarity around who's going to play or not going to play from them. We do know that they came back after a tour now. They had a loss this weekend. So, it'll be nothing else than a massive SA derby this weekend. So I think, again, like I said, is for us, all we can focus on. We can't focus on who you're going to scrum against, who you're going to play against, because you don't know who it is. So you're focusing on what you can do best for us, and then whatever is in front of you this weekend, we'll have to deal with that. But you can only do it if you prep well for yourself.
Thanks. I'll ask her another question a bit later on. Thanks.
Thanks, Morgs. Ross,
give him the tough question.
Ross, is that you next, then?
Yeah, well, how's it, guys?
Good.
Julian, obviously it's been a bit of a long stretch since your guys last won over South African opposition, Stormers last year in Cape Town. Have you guys sort of spoken about what where you've gone wrong against the local guys, and trying to fix that now this weekend and get another one over the Stormers?
Oh, that's a great question to ask, and it's obviously something that we have realized, and if you go into the unit specifics, Francke knows stats well, so he'll maybe be able to tell you. But we had a look, and against all the South African teams, we performed worse than against the foreign teams. Not in results necessarily, but in performance. So all our stats show towards that. So that is definitely something we are aware of, and definitely something we would like to correct. And there's no better chance than doing it at home on the park. So for us, it's an opportunity to change that almost perception. And to change that role we are on in a negative way and start putting it into a good way.
And then just one for Francke. Obviously, against Ulster, you guys had a very soft little 15-minute period before halftime and after halftime where they ran away, and then you guys just couldn't reel that score back in. Have you guys sort of spoken what went wrong in that period, and how not to let that happen again, because that was where you guys sort of lost the game there?
Hi, Ross. Yes, I think we definitely did review the game. I think we know where we went wrong, exactly what the difference what we can make in that 10 minutes, and it's a crucial time just before and just after halftime. I think most of the games gets one day. So we did have a hard look at it, and we know how to fix that.
Thanks, Ross. Spoo.
Thanks, Nyani. So my coach is for the Scrum coach, Julian. There's a wide conversation around rugby safety going on globally at the moment, and the impact the sport has on players after the game. You had a pretty bad injury that forced you out of the game. I wanted to find out, have you been following, the developments around the effects of the sport? And personally, have you felt any after playing effects in your personal, physique and how you're feeling since hanging up your boots 5 years ago? And what do you make of the debate between spectacle versus safety in how the game is officiated? I know it's a loaded question, it's like 3 questions in one, but if you can try.
I like good questions. Just take bad answers for a good question. No, I'm joking. Now for me, it's, we were talking about it before the thing started, and I said to them, and I said it last time in the media as well, is why I fell in love with rugby is because of the toughness and like just people running into each other, and it's tough and it's brutal, and that's the part of the game that I almost enjoy most. So it is a fine balance because you can't say player safety isn't important. I get the balance part of it, and then that's the administrator's job is to make sure that they get that balance between still having a good spectacle, still having a flippant tough game that we all can be proud of playing, but then also looking after the players. And then for me on a personal note, I don't have any regrets playing right now. I regret getting like a little bit of an idiot to put my neck at risk. But I don't regret playing rugby, and I don't regret tough tackles or getting injured. And after rugby, I don't have any other injuries except my neck. So I'm fortunate in that manner, but I only played until I was 26, so I didn't have years and years of playing. But yeah, for me, we need to keep it a spectacle in order for people to want to come watch the game, because ultimately the spectator is what makes our game. And without the spectators and without the finance, the game will go dead. And we need the game to continue because we all thoroughly love and enjoy this game.
Thanks, Boom.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any other hands, guys? I don't see any other hands. Questions?
Yeah, can I ask my third question now, please?
I think Walter will chat.
Walter? Are you on? Thank you.
My question is for Coach Julian. After the end of last season, which ended a few months ago, the Lions lost Carlos Sari, who was one of the important players in the scrum. But Ruan Dreyer has really stepped up, and he's performing exceptionally well. And the scrum is still one of the major weapons of the Lions. Do you want to give a few comments about that?
Thanks, Walter. Yeah, I think what is exciting about rugby is you're always going to have players moving, but with a player leaving, you get another player filling that role. And we've seen it now with the youngsters stepping in, and we've seen it with guys getting opportunities. So it is exciting, and then player getting the opportunity. If they grab all of it, that's what you want to see. So yeah, for Dreyer, we call him Khansi. Now in the team, he's got an extremely hard work rate. He's a great team man, working extremely hard for the guys next to him. Plays an important leadership role in the team. So it's great to see him playing some of the best rugby he's played. And that's a bold statement because he's played for the Boks before, but I honestly believe he's in a great space now. And it happens when a team becomes in a better space, it allows the individuals to rise as well. So that's why you're seeing these gentlemen playing good rugby individually, but then the team performing well as well. And that's what's lucky to see at the moment.
Thank you, Walter. Have we got anything else, guys?
Yes, I've also got another question for Francke.
There we go for it.
Just wanted to ask the players, surely after the results that the team has had in the last few matches, I'm hoping that the team believe that they can actually knock over a few of the big teams and maybe contest for one of those top 4 places in the competition.
Yeah, hi Walter. Yeah, definitely. I think it started after the Ospreys game. I mean, beating them with 1 point away, the first game on 2. I think that got the belief into the team, and then just carrying that forward, especially winning Edinburgh, the last one. So we were a little bit disappointed in the Ulster game, but also there we showed a lot of character and fight back. So I think there's really a big belief in the team, and we know we can go far. It's just keeping our heads straight and working hard, and eventually the results will come our way, like it did. But yeah, you don't win the competition in the first 6 games, so there's a long way to go. But I know everybody believes that we can be a dark horse team and make a few upsets.
Thanks, Walter. Welcome, Carl. Ross, do you want to go?
How's it? So I think Morgan Bolton wants to ask a question there as well. I don't think he can raise his hand, and then I'll go.
Okay, Morgs.
Yeah, thanks, Ross. This one's also for Francke. It's just relating the traveling aspect. The Stormers have just come back now from Europe. You guys did that trip 2 weeks ago, and you did seem a little bit fatigued during the first half against Ulster. Are you gonna try and take advantage of that, maybe that traveling aspect regarding the Stormers match this weekend? And how would you then pace yourself through that game to take advantage of that aspect?
Hi, Morgan. Yes, we did feel a little bit tired when we were against Ulster, but that's no excuse not to play good rugby. I think we showed the last 20 minutes what we can do. So I just think we didn't pitch up the first, say, 20 minutes. So we don't know what the Storm is going to bring. So we've just focusing on ourselves to be the best we can be for the first half, and then we take it from there. But we know we have the fitness and the structure and everything to take us through to 80 minutes. So for us, I think it's just a big focus this week is to start well and not playing catch up again like we did against Ulster.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up with Ross and then finally Carl, and then we'll close it, guys. Ross?
Thanks. Francke, obviously the loose forward battle is going to be a big one against Storms this weekend, no matter who they bring out, because, they've got a very stacked loose forward department. If Evan Roos and Dion Free don't play, they've got Dayamani, Namakaba, Ernst van Rijn, Junior Pokamela, Willie Engelbrecht. So do you think it's going to be a big part of the game, and is it something you guys are ready for no matter who turns out against you?
Hi, Ross. Yes, I believe that our losses, we know what's coming. We're just going to stick to what we've been doing the last 4 or 5 weeks because it's been working for us. But I do believe it's going to be a big battle between the loose forwards. But it's not a personal thing. It's more what you can contribute to the team as a loose forwards, and in that way, you can stand out. So yeah, it's going to be a big battle. But for now, we're just focusing on what we can do for the team.
Thanks. And sorry, just one for Julian quick. Julian, could be a bit of excitement in the camp on Friday when a couple of guys may be selected for the Boks or the SAA team. How's it sort of going to be to keep the guys level-headed with the Stormers after that announcement?
Yeah, it's a great question to ask him, man. Obviously, if there's a couple of names read out, I'm sure the whole squad and the whole unit would be really proud, because that's ultimately what we would like to see. Is we would like to see individuals rising to their potential, and that will only happen if the team does well. So, and it goes vice versa. So for those individuals to go get those, if to achieve those accolades is unbelievable. But I'm sure they are reaching those levels because they are great teammates. So they will still be switched on for the weekend's game and just show why they were selected. That's what I would think. And let's see if I'm going to be right.
Thank you, Ross. Carl, you've got the final one before we close.
I appreciate it a lot, Nanisu. Francke, it's a question to you. It seems like the Springbok coaching staff prefer number 8 to play a more tighter game. And apparently there was instruction given to the Western Province for the Stormers for Evan Roos to also play that type of game. Would you consider to ask the coaching staff of the Lions to adapt your type of play also like that? Or will you just be
Carl.
It's going to answer carefully.
No, I think I know what my role is in the team. So And I think I'm playing well because I know what that role is, and the coaches and the system allows me to play a certain type of way. So it's difficult for a player just to change his style. So hopefully you can change heads by just being yourself and just playing the way you can play and be the best you can be in that certain style. So yeah.
Thank you, Carl. All right, guys, we'll have to leave it there. Appreciate you guys accommodating us at an early start. So thank you and enjoy your afternoon.
Bye, donkey.
Bye, donkey.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Dankie julle, mooi bly.